This video is going to quickly show you how easy it is to lodge a new trip. So the reason this dashboard is blank is that I'm now logged in as a teacher and I haven't got any pre-organized trips. So I click on the left hand side, a new trip. I give it a title and indicate who the leader is and who the group is and how many students, where we're departing from, the time, date, that'll do, and where we're going. When we're coming back, and what the purpose is, and is there transportation involved? Yes, and we're going in the school minivan. Is there a cost involved? Yes, $5. Are there any other staff going? Yes, Wendy's coming with me. Alright, are there any parent helps needed? No. Is there accommodation involved? No, but if there had been, we could have chosen from various kinds of accommodation. I can either choose to put a gear list in here, and then we get a chance to put a gear list from school, gear list from home, but for this instance we'll say no. Then is the risk profile. So looking at this, we're going to a remote unstaffed site. The group experience, these guys are novices. The leader experience, we'll say I'm highly experienced. How complicated is the equipment? Well, the boats are fairly complicated, so we're going to give it a complex equipment. The transport is local or no transport, and actually no, it's not. We're going to go self-drive vans local. Access to first aid, we can just choose the first aid. What about the weather? Is it going to make any difference? Yes, it could affect the group if not adequately prepared. How physical is the activity? It's moderately physical. And is there an aquatic component? Yes, it's in the ocean. Now, we're looking for sailing, and if we look, no, sailing. If we find sailing and select the teachers, I'm the only staff member on the staff authorised to offer sailing, so my name is the only one who appears there. We're also driving the school van, and if we pop in driving the van, all of these people are sanctioned for driving the van. It's me this time, so I'm going to choose myself. If we had had an outside contractor, we could have chosen the activity for an outside contractor. If we were happening to do abseiling while we're sailing, I can choose from these contractors who've gone through the contractor pre-approval process. Alright, moving on. Alright, we better choose one. Okay. Once the trip is ready for submission, it's as simple as sending the trip for approval. On the dashboard, the trip will appear in yellow, which means that the trip is newly submitted, or there's been new information submitted. You'll note that this one is flashing because it's happening today, and they haven't given the EOTC coordinator much time to get this trip approved. If I log out and log in now as me as administrator, you can see that trip now appearing in the dashboard of the whole calendar. If I click on it, I can have a look at all the information that's just been loaded. I then get to choose what information I want the teacher to provide for me. So I want to know who the kids are. I want to have a RAMS form for the activity that, because it's being provided by us, whether the management team have approved it. I want a copy of the information that's been sent and if it was on the calendar, and in this case I want an aquatic consent and a staff to check that the staffing's adequate. That'll do for now. Once I hit the review button, those items come up, and if I hit more information, then the teacher gets a notification that the trip requires some additional information. You see it's gone blue, and up comes the list that I need. The teacher just has to click on any one of these to add and navigate to a particular file. When they're happy that they've added those bits and pieces, they click resubmit, and the process continues. Eventually, when the EOTC coordinator is happy, they will hit approved and it will go green.